Rebooted. Bangernomics. Rebooted.
Hello and welcome to another Bangertorial. I'm not quite sure whether to show the film first or after this, so I don't know. But by way of explanation, what's this? My missus and I, we booked to go and see Nigel Farage doing a GB News thing. I don't really care what anybody thinks about Nigel Farage. He doesn't tick all my boxes at all, but he's quite impressive in real life. He's certainly got a lot more personality than current crop of politicians, and he can do a live show, which he doesn't have an auto cue or anything. He just wings it. So I was quite impressed by the way it all ran. And you're invited to write a question, and that's what I did. I didn't hold out too much hope that it would get picked, but obviously it was something that he wanted to talk about and make a statement about. So yeah, so I got picked. There was I think I was one of 5 people, so we sat in a certain place. There wasn't a lot of time. By the time they got to me, I was the second from last, so there wasn't, unfortunately, very much time for me to make a counterpoint or for him to ask me more stuff. So it's just basically Nigel Farage making a statement, and it's just a question of whether you agree with it or not. I don't think he particularly sees the big picture, and the big picture is no cars whatsoever. He doesn't think the 2030 ban on cars is going to happen, and be great if that's the case. But my feeling is we're run by psychopaths, and the psychopaths think that we should be net zeroed out of existence and out of our cars, pretty much. So that's my view. I didn't have really the chance to make that view because it's a live TV show and things move on. But it was interesting. It's interesting to see what some people think. So if you'd like to tell me what you make of it all, whether it is going to actually happen. It is very important. It may not be important for me because I'm very old and there'll be enough cars left, and I might survive, although there is another question about the availability of petrol. I think they're going to go all out E10, and maybe we have to have loads of additives or something, or maybe not. E-fuels, I think, are a massive distraction. It's an expense we don't have to run to, but again, it's all about pricing people off the road, and if we haven't followed that yet, then we're not paying attention. So yeah, whatever you make of Nigel Farage, it's irrelevant really, but I'd like to know what you think about whether the ban is going to go through or not, and that's it. It's all sort of slightly miserablist really, all this, isn't it? But things are not getting better, whether it's ultra low emission zones or prison cities, as they are mainly the point, which are coming this year, but they're really going hard to get us out of our cars, and this is all part of it. So yeah, please like and subscribe and share and all that. But so you either watched it or you're about to watch it now. I don't know which way around to do it, but there you go. Appreciate you watching, and see you soon. Hopefully with something a bit more cheerful. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Let's go to James.
Hello there, Nigel. Yeah, good to see you. I'm the editor of a car magazine. I get asked lots of questions, so I'm going to pass one very important question on to you. The question I'm asked the most is about the 2030 ban for petrol and diesel cars. They want to know, can it be stopped? Can it be avoided? What can we do?
It's unobtainable. It won't happen. And this crackpot idea that we'll reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 80% by 2035, it will not happen. We will not be able to generate enough reliable electricity within the next 10 years to have a fleet made up almost wholly of EVs. I'm not against EVs. I mean, I'm sure you know better than me in terms of performance and everything else. They can be great. But if you want to drive to Edinburgh, you'll break down halfway. So they've a long way to go. I mean, if you're bimbling around town, you know, and you've actually got off-street parking, so you can charge the thing, it's fine. But no, look, this isn't going to happen. And just to remind you why I think I'm right about this, We just had to fire up 2 coal-fired power stations in the last couple of months, otherwise the lights would have gone out. And you can build as many wind turbines off the Norfolk coast as you like. By the way, I don't like any of them, but that's just me. And when the conditions are right, that'll be great. When they're not, it's going to be hopeless. And so I think we just cannot produce enough electricity. Germany have U-turned on this already. The German car industry have U-turned on this. They're going to continue with the internal combustion engine beyond 2035, but with a new e-fuel. And I think I'm all for, I'm sure you are too, I'm all for cleaner fuels, I'm all for engines that do more miles per gallon, but no. 2030, the end of sale of petrol and diesel cars. James, it's for the birds.
Fair enough.
All right. And finally...
Rebooted. Bangernomics.